ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। भज गोविंदं गोविंदं भज मूढमते। संप्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्षति डुङ्कृञ्जकरणे। दीनायामिनो सायं प्रातः शिशिरवसन्तौ पुनरायातः। कालः क्रीडति गच्छत्यायुः तदपि न मुञ्चत्याशावायुः। भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते। गोविन्दं भज मूढमते। Yesterday we discussed how this asha, the hope, makes us crazy, and because of asha, how we are living our life. Because always the asha, the hope, makes you to see things differently, pushes you to work differently. In fact, when asha is predominant, that time really you don't work, you don't feel like working, because asha always pushes you to enjoy your life, or with reference to enjoyment only asha is reflected. So the asha has got connection with enjoyment, because you do not hope to work, you understand? Always you hope to enjoy. That's the most important aspect in life, with reference to enjoyment. Because if the enjoyment is not there in front of you, definitely you will not have hope either. So that's why when there is hope in your life, you don't see the time. In fact, you don't see anything. You live the way you want, which is not right, which is not acceptable either. That's why it's very clearly said in the last class, Dina yamino sayam pratah shishira vasantahu punarayatah. If we observe our life, always the life is being governed with this asha, this hope. And hope with reference to many things. And when this hope takes over you, definitely you cannot see what is right and what is wrong. In fact, only you see the hope, nothing else. This is the problem. Only in front of you hope is there, other than hope there is nothing. Okay, if this is the case, then how to survive, how to manage life? Please look at The next verse. Kate kanta dhanagata chinta batula kimtam sorry. Kate kanta dhanagata chinta batula kimtava nasti niyanta त्रिजगति सज्जन संगति रेखा भवति भवार्णव तरणे नौका भज गोविंदम गोविंदम भज मूढ़मते काते कांता धनगत चिंता बातुल किं तव नास्ति नियता त्रिजगति सज्जन संगति रेखा भवति भवार्णव तरणे नौका भज गोविंदम गोविंदम भज मूढ़मते. Says beautifully, if you look at the hopes, always the hopes are related to, with reference to, here says, look, Kanta. So Kanta means wife, because as you know, is written by men and all the men, so that's why Kanta, wife. You can put it with reference to husband. So the first thought, the hopes, with reference to husband or wife. Like all over the world, this is a nuisance. Everybody think, my husband should be perfect. My wife should be perfect. Nothing wrong in it. Good. What about you? Are you perfect? And if you are perfect, will you expect perfection in others? Problem is you are not perfect, but you expect other one to be perfect. So in others' perfection, so you can take the advantage and you can take the credit. You understand? When a man or woman expects that others should be perfect, what does it mean? I am stupid and I want to remain stupid, but my partner should be perfect so that I can take the credit, I can take the advantage, I can get the best out of it. What a confusion. So here says, look, Kate Kanta. If you observe your whole life, very nice question is being raised here. Because all your worries and anxieties, all your disturbance with reference to what? Your wife or husband, called family. And because there is worry, there is anxieties. And because of that reason, what happens? Now you, to overcome your worries and anxieties, you create hopes. So when there is disturbance in your mind, so to manage the disturbance, to cheat your mind, I would rather say, okay, there is no managing disturbance. You don't manage your disturbance. You try to cheat your mind. To be very honest, first thing you learn how to cheat your mind. So you tell lies. And what are the lies? The best lie is called hope. So you create some hope for the mind so that your mind calms down at that moment. You understand? How you handle the child giving lollipop. And poor child is busy in lollipop, cannot chew, cannot swallow, because it takes its own time. Or of course it will show to others. You understand? Do you understand? But if you give chocolate to the fellow, in 2 minutes will exhaust or complete, then after that will ask, give me next. So best way to handle a child is hand over a lollipop. So also for a disturbed mind, hope is a lollipop. And if you observe, more you are disturbed, more you create hopes in your life. That person lives in hopes. Nowadays this new word has come, oops. Okay? From hope, when it is not being addressed or solved, it comes oops. This is a new expression. All the youngsters always oops with both the shoulder has to go up. Okay? Oops. Means their hopes are shattered, did not realize or did not address. They could not address the hopes. So here says that your worries and anxieties, in the name of concern, you say that you are concerned about your family. You are more worried about your family. Please, really? Why are you telling lies to yourself? You are not worried about your family. You are worried about yourself. Let the family not be burden to me. You understand? But always you put the blame on family. So all the time you are worried. People say, look, I am always working for family. I see. Don't tell lie. You are working for yourself. You want your family to dance according to your tune. That's why maybe you are working. Suppose if the family does not dance according to your tune, will you work or forget even if you work? Will you share your things with your family? Definitely not. There are many cases. So that means in reality, you never work for your family, please. But always you say, look, day and night I am working for you people. You never work for others. You always work for yourself. And moreover, why to worry about your family? Who are you? Did you create a family? Just ask yourself. Are you creator of the family? Yes, of course. Only I created. I got married. I lived together. You understand? You can talk any language you want, okay? In fact, it is me who decided. I see. You decided? You decided or you are being decided? Please ask yourself. Be honest. Did you decide or you are being decided by other person? In fact, you have not decided anything. It just happened, okay? And how it happened? Because of your prarabdha. There were so many boys, so many girls, whether it's arranged marriage, love marriage or any marriage, okay? Or no marriage. So many boys were there, so many girls were there. Why did you choose only that fellow or that fellow, not others? What made you to choose only one person, not others? Do you have any answer? Did you choose? It just happened. Remember how it happened? Because of your karma. And this karma is getting unfolded through the universal rule, what we call as a God. It gets unfolded through universal law called God here. So he says beautifully, why are you worried about your family? Thinking that you want to protect them, thinking that you want to take care of them, thinking that you want to put them in a better place. Hey, who are you? And moreover he says, look, you are literally a batula. You are like a mad person. Batula means the mad person, okay, mad chap. Means a mad person does not know what he or she talks, just blabbers. And moreover, dhanagata chinta. You can take kate dhanagata chinta. And with reference to wealth. Always you have worries and anxieties with reference to wealth. I don't have money. What to do? What to do? You understand? If I have money, what to do? What to do? Tax, this, that, maybe it's getting adjusted, or if it is not getting adjusted, I need to spend. Now income tax, this, that, you understand? Whether you have money or you don't have money, don't worry, there is chinta. If you don't have money, you want to get it. If you have money, how to maintain those money? So that means what? Always your mind is preoccupied with reference to money also. And of course with reference to money, always you are, you understand? I'm showing my hand. The worries and anxieties takes over so much. Because you think through the money, because with reference to family, somehow it is there, some type of objectivity, unless the family gets into real situation like health hazard or some other thing. But if you don't have money, then you discover there is no money, there is no family. Because you think that if money is there, you can buy family. People try. Through the money, they will buy their family. Throw the money, you understand? Shut your mouth. Like dog. When dog barks, what you do? Throw a piece of bone. People do have sin. They buy a relationship. It's a very unhealthy attitude. Buying relationship is a very unhealthy attitude. You cannot buy a relationship. You have to develop relationship. Remember, there is a big difference between developing relationship and buying a relationship. So that's why here it's being said, when dhana is not there, dhana means the wealth is not there, now your worries and anxiety is much more. The reason is why? Because you think through the money, you can buy, you can win over people. Including your family member. Also stupid family, also don't worry. Because nobody cares about you. Everybody looks at how much they can get from you, how much they can extract from you. That is also truth reality. Because when they discover you are so stupid, what else to do? Long back there was a beautiful story was going around and they created also a lot of videos, movies and whatnot. Like a child. One day comes to the father and asks, Papa, how much salary are you getting? Papa was shocked. Why do you want to know? No, just I want to know how much salary you are getting. Of course, reluctantly, because that fellow big executive reluctantly said, it's approximately around this. Okay, the child calculated mentally. Okay, monthly this much. That means per day this much will come. So whatever savings he had from his father and everything, now he brings all the saving and puts in front of the father and says, look, Papa, now keep this, which will be more than one day salary. But I request you not to go to job. Stay with me, spend some time with me. Just observe, it's a very heart-touching incident. That means what? If you observe this situation, the child understood that moment that the father is after money. So let me buy few hours from my father. And if you observe your relationship, most of the relationship is built on this money, directly or indirectly. Just try to find out. Just mentally think of. Except parents, okay? So nowadays parents also get diluted. I'm sorry to say. Because when you are stupid, of course as a parents also will be stupid. But I always give benefit of doubt to parents because parents are always parents. We cannot degrade them. Always we have to respect them even if they are stupid. Okay? Please. This is my problem. So except parents, just think of how many relationships you have really which are not related to money. Please, you need to do homework. How many relationships really you have? Those who are not related with the money. Money is not matter. Money does not matter there at all. If money is there, fantastic. If not there, much more better. Do you have one or two people in your life? I am just asking you a very hard question, okay? Do you have one or two people in your life? Very painful. So that means what? Always you keep thinking of money, money, money. Then finally what happens? You get buried inside the money. I am not telling you jokes. One incident had happened. This is money matter comes. Long back, of course, this incident. And when this incident exactly happened, I have not seen that person, but I got the information. There was a person in Orissa, of course. He was very, very miser. But he had created huge asset. You cannot believe it, the amount of asset he had created. But really it was something, because I have seen the person from grassroots. And the children were really grown up in different ways. And the time came, he passed away. In Orissa we have custom that when dead body is being taken, carried to the cremation ground, the eldest son is supposed to throw coins in front of the dead body. So with the laja, with this paddy, the puffed paddy, and mixed with this thing, it will be thrown in front. So it has got its own purpose, because to make sure that, look, whatever you have attachment towards wealth, you have kept all these things, look, in front of you is being thrown, so that better, think of leaving this thing and go away, go to the higher locals. That's the purpose. So this son decided, because son was really another way. This father did not do anything, doesn't allow to do any charitable work, nothing. Now at least this is an occasion. Let us do something in his name, because he has created all these assets. Let me do something. And those days he got a few thousand rupees of coins. So he thought, I will be very generous to throw at least the coin in front of him, so that he will be happy. Appa, something is happening in my name, in front of me, even though he is dead. Imagine. The son was very nice. He bought huge currency, like coins, so that he can throw it. This information I got to know later on. It seems he could not throw. When he reached the cremation ground, he said, 25% of the total money I could not throw. Because when I was putting my hand inside the bag, somebody as though was trying to hold me, and I was not able to pull out the currency, the coins from inside the bag, from the bag. I tried my best, but I could not. And finally what he did, whatever remained, he said, those people who are in the cremation ground, okay, sir, please, you distribute, I cannot handle this. I cannot give it. Because he said, the moment I put my hand inside that bag, somebody is trying to hold me. I am not able to pull out the money. It had happened. Just imagine, means how much, that attachment the person must have got with the money. Just observe yourself. If all your relationship is related to money, please, can you really live your life? That's why your life fluctuates. Either you are proud of your life, or you are depressed with reference to your life. Because when you are being challenged, then you are depressed. That is how the life moves. That's why what you need to say here is that Kate kanta dhanagata chinta batula kim. Are you getting mad? Are you crazy? Literally, are you crazy? Why are you making yourself crazy? Don't you think that there is somebody called Niyanta, the one who regulates everything in the form of universal law? Your prarabdha gets unfolded. So when your prarabdha gets unfolded, if you have money because of your prarabdha, because of your punyam, you need to spend. If you have family, because of your punyam. If you don't have family, also let us assume you have your own punyam. I cannot say papam, okay? For anything and everything, you have your own punyam. So if this is the truth, this is the reality, why are you so much, worried, getting into panic for no reason? Remember, this will happen because you are too much attached with them. We said, samsarga dosha. Samsarga dosha means, this is one type of, fallacy. Samsarga dosha, completely when you get associated with something, you imbibe that. Like, when you try to play the role of a king, so you behave like king all the time. You understand? Hey, you are playing the role of a king for a few minutes, not all the time. No, that king attitude has got inside your system. Then you say, no, how is it possible? I have seen it happens. Especially suppose if you are a boss of few people or many people in a company. So you come back in your home, also you become boss. Can you see? That is how the conflict happens in a family. Because you are boss in your office, now you want to exercise that bosshood in your home, at your home. I can give you a beautiful example. That's why men and women both way. At a given age, when it becomes Saturday, Sunday, especially Indian case, I am telling you openly. Other overseas case, I cannot say much. In Indian case, like after 40s, no man and woman, both those who are working, they don't like to stay in home. In fact, Saturday, Sunday is a painful day for them. Because they have to listen to everybody. Suppose a man has to listen to wife, has to listen to husband, listen to children, and nobody cares. And after 40s, definitely wife will not bother. If you are a wife, husband will not bother about you. Children, okay, forget. And they try to find out excuse in Indian context to go somewhere. Because at least in the office, some people, sir, madam, you understand? Some respect is there. Here in home, nobody cares, nobody respects. And especially because of this corona, work from home. I am not telling jokes. I can ask all these fellows. In Indian context, I am trying to tell you, okay? They cry. When this corona is going to get over so that we can go to the office? This is really dangerous thing. Because every time it's not work for home. Sometimes not work from home. It's sometimes work for home. You understand? It's a very dangerous thing to do. However, coming back here, because there is samsarga dosha. This is the most important aspect. So because of this so much identification with your family or with your wealth, now when wealth is less, you are less. When wealth is more, you are more. When family is happy, you are happy. When family is unhappy, you are unhappy. So you keep dancing in keeping with the tune of family or with the measurement or the amount of wealth that you have. That's why he says, Trijakati Sajjana Sangati Reka. If you want to overcome this sort of situation, what you need to do? Here need to do satsanga. You need to get associated with the sajjana. Because your association with insecurity. This is the problem. Just observe yourself. If you observe, do you like to get associated? To have friendship with the same mind? People are lower than your mind or higher than your mind? Be honest. Where you are comfortable? Most of the time you are comfortable with little lower than your mind. Even if you are not comfortable, you will not be comfortable if both of your friends are same mind. Impossible. Forget about thinking of higher mind. Because if it is the same mind, that fellow will challenge you once in a while. Will not care you. That's why always you try to make a friendship who is a little lower than you. Which is a dangerous. Remember. If your tendency is to be associated with the people, those who are lower than you, that means you are really deluded, you are destroying yourself. I have been observing people, including some of you, that you love to be associated with people, those who are lower than you in thinking and in all the way, so that you can boss over. Whatever you say, nobody can question you, but you can question. You understand? Because boss is always right. You want that. If that is the relationship, can you grow up? So always you need to be associated with higher thinking people. Not even if same thinking people, please understand. If really you want to see the growth in your life, you need to associate yourself with the higher thinking people. So that you will get roasted and toasted, you understand? The more get roasted and toasted, the more mind is available to be associated with higher thinking. That's why here is being said, always as your mind is always downward, means always associating with the downward people, downward thinking people, that means there is no growth for you either. That's why you need to get associated with elevated people. So here sajjana sangati reka. So when you start elevating yourself, when really you start elevating yourself, means being associated with elevated people, with high thinking people. How to know high thinking people or not? First thing is, please understand, the person must oppose your way of working and thinking. If a person does not oppose your way of working and thinking, that means that person either in the same way or lower than you. Whatever you say, wow, wow, boss, madam, you are great. That means what? Either the person wants to get something from you or thinking is lower than you. Whereas if you are associated with a higher thinking person, whatever you do, definitely that person's view will be entirely different. Because thinking is elevated. Definitely point out, hey, no, this is not right, this is not okay, please. So you will be challenged. In fact, your purpose should be, that is called growth. You should be challenged any moment. You should be prepared enough. You should prepare yourself to be challenged at any moment. That is the purpose of sajjana sangati, where you are available to be challenged. So that when you are being challenged, your mind should not react, it should respond. No, you want somebody say, no, Swamiji, I am tired of it. Why can't you be a little bit kind to me? You are very tough. Hey, I am supposed to be tough. You understand? If I am not tough, then I am not a Swami. If I don't become tough, then who else will be tough? This is not my job. I am sorry to say. If I don't become tough, then who else will be tough for you? If I want to maintain my level, I can say openly, in the relationship, if my thinking should be higher than you, definitely I have to challenge you. When I say challenge means what? Allowing you to see the limitations of your thinking. That is called challenge. Challenge is not, to look you down. No, that's not the point. Challenging means what? To make to see you that how you are thinking, to show the limitations of your thinking. That you take it as challenge. Because you want to be pampered, you want to be taken care, you want to be buttered, you want to be shoved. Please understand, no, it's not right, it's not healthy either. If you want to bhavati bhavarnava tarane nauka, if you want to cross over this sansara of ocean, or if you want to say, if you want to overcome the conflict that you are going through, that way you can take it. Remember, this is challenging becomes a nauka, boat. Because when a person makes you to see the limitations of your thinking, in short, how stupid you are, how mechanically you are thinking, how conveniently you are thinking. If a person is able to point out that means what? That becomes the key. Nauka here is boat, but I can say that becomes the key to handle any sort of conflict that you will come across in life. But the problem is, I have seen for myself, suppose if I try to make you to see the limitation, you throw me out. You close your mind. This person, what is thinking of himself? Too much. Then what I'll say? Wish you all the best. Enjoy your life. Also allow me to enjoy my life. More of it is, we'll see later on. Please close your eyes. Oh. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति।